Hey, do you like this? Do you even know what this is? It's an egg, okay? If you like eggs, you just might like this. Wanna see how it's made? Yeah, no you do. Let's get started. Alright, so I'm gonna start off by making some cloud bread. And to do this, you'll need a bowl and some eggs. So what we want to do is take these eggs, crack them, and separate the yolks from the whites. You really don't want any of the yolk in the white when you do this because it makes it pretty much impossible to whip the egg whites. I'm not too sure why. I imagine it's trying to emulsify the egg yolk into the white and it keeps it from foaming. But we'll just go ahead and void the whole thing and crack these into a separate bowl. Take the yolk out by hand and then put the whites back in here. Honestly, this is the easiest way I've found to remove egg yolks because whenever you remove egg yolks with the shell by like passing it back and forth, you have the tendency to break the egg yolk into the egg whites, and obviously we don't want that, so I suggest doing this by hand instead of that method. Oh, save these yolks too. Alright, now that we have our egg yolks, let's take just a little bit of lemon juice. The acid will help to denature the protein, and then just start whisking. You're supposed to season this as well, but I like to wait till the end for my salt, because I find that whenever I add salt at the beginning, it becomes watery. And the quickest way to do this would be to go from side to side this way, rather than in a circle. You seem to get a lot more air in there a lot quicker, just because you're moving around a lot more. So, I'm sure you don't want to see this either, so just... And as you'll see right here, our egg whites are nice and whipped. We have really good stiff peaks. And all we gotta do now is take it, spoon it out onto a preferably non-stick surface into rounds. I like to shape it beforehand because it usually stays in shape. This is basically a meringue without sugar on it. And if you've ever had a meringue pie, you know that it's very tall, and it's because of this. I think that's pretty good. One more thing I want to do while I have this non-stick pad out is I want to make some bacon by taking these egg yolks and mixing it with some smoky things and some salt and laying it across here to hopefully make like a jerky type egg yolk thing. And we're going to keep it rather simple. Just a little bit of smoked paprika for the smokiness and a pinch of salt. You always got to have that salty bacon. Take yourself a nice little cocktail fork and just mix that up. And we'll pour out a strip. We'll try to get it kind of long, because it will spread out as it cooks. And if what I'm thinking is correct, this will turn into a jerky egg yolk type thing by the time these are done, but we'll find out. Throw those into an oven at 350 degrees for 5 minutes. Oh yeah. Whew. Whew. All right. This is it's actually better than I thought it'd be. I believe the bread has a little more time. I'm gonna give it about 3 more minutes, and they can't see it. So 3 minutes. All right. This is done. It looks like meringue. Looks like cooked egg whites. It's very light. And yeah, let's go continue on. Alright, so the last thing we have to do is make an egg patty of sorts. It's really just going to be scrambled eggs, obviously. We're going to add just a couple extra things to make it taste better, like some thyme, salt, and pepper. And the only stipulation for this one is that I will be using butter, because this is an aluminum pan and they will stick like crazy. So I'll be using a good amount of butter to keep that from sticking, and it'll be pretty high heat too. So it'll be a little brown, not going to be mad about it. Get this over medium heat, let this start melting and heating up. If you have some olive oil or some sort of neutral flavored oil or tallow to add to this, it would actually help it a lot from burning. I don't have any of that, unfortunately. The only thing I have right here is canola oil, and I am not going to use that. So right here I have 2 whole eggs. I will be adding just a very small touch of dried thyme, pinch of black pepper, and a big pinch of salt. Get these pretty homogeneous. You don't want to see the egg whites and the egg yolks kind of separated. It's easier with a whisk, but you can also use a nice cocktail fork as well. And before our butter starts to burn and brown, it looks like it's pretty hot. I'm going to go ahead and just pour this in there and let that cook on one side for a good second. And yeah, this is the secret to cooking on an aluminum pan, is to have high heat with your oil, otherwise things stick really bad. And hell, it still might stick even though it's high heat and oil. Well, this is medium heat. You know what I mean. Kind of get it moving around. Try to get all this kind of cooked up. Probably go ahead and turn your heat off now if it's looking like this. It's got a little bit of runny stuff on top. That's okay. Basically gonna fold this into a square. So I'm gonna use that one for the bottom, that one for the, well, I use that one for the top, that one for the bottom. Kind of flatten that out just a touch. Also gives me a chance to make sure I did actually cook it all the way through. Here, get our egg yolk bacon. Simply place your egg patty on top. Some of your egg yolk, quote unquote, bacon. Finally, I'm going to add this last raw egg yolk. There we go, it did it for me. And then top it. Now that actually looks pretty good. Alright, this might be the weirdest thing I've made. If you don't know me, eggs kind of kill my stomach a little bit, so I'm not going to eat all this. I will take a bite of it though, because I do want to see if this yolky bacon thing turned out good. So let's just find out, I guess. I ain't gonna lie, pretty good. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Check out my Patreon, it's $5 a month. And I will see you in the next one.